Jackie Coogan was one of the most notable child stars of Hollywood's golden age, thanks to his performance in the Charlie Chaplin movie, The Kid. Even more impressive was the fact that Jackie managed to find consistent employment in the industry as an adult. But when Jackie was coming of age, his mother dealt him a serious blow by stealing all the money he'd made as a kid. Join Facts First as we explore how Jackie Coogan never got his money back after his mother stole millions. Jackie Coogan was born in Los Angeles in 1914. He was born into a family of vaudeville performers, and he got his start performing at a young age. He was less than 2 years old when he got his first gig as an actor. By the time he was 5, Jackie had officially joined his parents' vaudeville troupe. He toured with his parents around California, and this is how he eventually caught the eyes of Charlie Chaplin. Charlie believed in Jackie's gift for vaudeville, and he thought the boy might become Hollywood's next big thing. Charlie's intuition proved correct, as the silent film icon found a lot of success when he began casting Jackie in projects. The most notable project featuring Jackie and Charlie together was the 1921 movie The Kid. The Kid is widely considered one of Charlie's most notable films, especially amongst its earlier works. The film revolved around a kid played by Jackie. With his years of vaudeville experience, Jackie had no trouble lighting up the screen alongside Chaplin. Jackie was the breakout star of The Kid, even more so than Charlie himself. Jackie Coogan's appearance made him an overnight sensation, and many more successes followed over the course of the 20s. As one of the biggest box office draws of the decade, Jackie amassed many millions of dollars for his parents. Given this was a century ago, those millions would have been more like billions today. Sadly, Jackie never got to experience any of the joys owed to him when it came to his amassed fortune. In fact, he barely saw a penny. The accident that changed Jackie's life. Around the time Jackie had come of age, he and his father got into a serious car accident. The two were on a hunting trip in Mexico when their car swerved off the road. Jackie survived but had serious injuries. Meanwhile, his father didn't make it. Jackie was devastated by the loss of his father, but things were about to get worse. Jackie's mother remarried not long after, and the man wasn't a stranger. He was someone both she and Jackie knew very well. She chose her son's business manager as her new husband, a man named Arthur Bernstein. Shortly after getting married, Jackie's mother and his new stepdad broke the news to the former child star that they were going to keep his child earnings for themselves. As one might imagine, Jackie was furious. Jackie didn't have his father to defend him, and he didn't have much legal recourse when it came to getting his earnings back from his mother and stepdad. According to California law, there was no reason Jackie's mother was technically required to hand over any of the money she had amassed from her son's days as an underage performer. But Jackie didn't want to take it all lying down. A few years after receiving the news that his mother was planning to steal all of his earnings, he took his mother and stepdad to court. Not only did his mother steal his earnings, but Jackie also started seeing himself blacklisted in the industry due to the connections of his new stepfather. Bernstein's connections in the industry had helped Jackie out a great deal during his days as a child star, but now they were being used against him. Jackie was in dire straits and in desperate need of the money he had earned. This video is brought to you by Established Titles. Have you ever been interested in being a lord or a lady? With Established Titles, now you can become one. For real. You could officially change your name to Lord or Lady and get it on your credit card, plane tickets, etc. You can even get it on your dating profiles. You can purchase title packs that give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland. With the purchase, you'll receive an official certificate with a crest. Your certificate features a unique plot number with which you can see the exact location of your land. Established Titles told me that the first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot within a few minutes of walking. Depending on how many of you want to become a lord or a lady, we can build our little Facts First kingdom. They plant a tree with every order and work with global charities, One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future, to support global reforestation efforts. It makes an amazing last-minute gift. Established Titles is actually running an early Black Friday sale, plus if you use the code FV10, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/FV10 to get your gifts now and help support the channel. Jackie bounced back after the tragedy. As we've established, Jackie didn't have a whole lot of legal recourse in defending himself against his mother. However, the court proceeding did help create a precedent that would protect future child stars. The matter was settled out of court about a year after the fact, and Jackie ended up being given around $100,000. It certainly meant a lot more back then than it does now, but it was a far cry from the millions Jackie had made for his parents. The good news was that money ended up being more than enough to get the former child star back on his feet. It also led to the creation of what has come to be known as the Coogan Law. This law dictates that 15% of a child star's earning must be placed into a special account, dubbed a Coogan account, that the child will be able to access when they come of age. The law, passed in 1939, has helped plenty of child stars in the days since. Another victory for Jackie was the fact that he was able to find consistent employment in the entertainment industry as an adult. One of the roles he took during his adult years has arguably become just as iconic as his 1921 role in Charlie Chaplin's The Kid. Jackie adored playing Uncle Fester. In the 60s, Jackie Coogan was cast to play the role of Uncle Fester on the TV series The Addams Family. The show was based on the popular comic strips by Charles Addams, which appeared in The New Yorker. Though the live-action series wasn't as successful as the producer had hoped during its initial 2-season run, it went on to become something of a cult phenomenon via reruns. Today, there are few properties quite as ubiquitous, though Christopher Lloyd's portrayal of Uncle Fester has usurped Jackie Coogan's in the eyes of modern audiences. But Jackie was the only person playing Uncle Fester for decades. He loved playing it, as Uncle Fester was essentially an overgrown child. That meant Jackie got to act like a kid again, just like he did during his child star days. As the first actor to portray him in live action, Jackie was given a significant amount of leeway when it came to his performance. Jackie came up with the character's high voice, though this voice wasn't carried over in future iterations. Many members of the cast on The Addams Family didn't enjoy all the makeup required for the roles. However, Jackie felt differently. Apparently, he had so much fun wearing his Uncle Fester makeup that he would sometimes refuse to take it off at the end of the day. By the time he received his role on The Addams Family, Jackie was 50. Audiences couldn't believe the man behind the Uncle Fester makeup was the same one they had fallen in love with decades previous via The Kid. Jackie Coogan's personal life. Jackie served in the U.S. Army for a period of time, during which he won an Air Medal. When it came to his romantic life, he was married 4 times. His first wife was Betty Grable, whom he married in 1937. That marriage was short-lived, as they divorced in 1939. He was on to a second wife by 1941. His second and third wives were also actresses. His second wife was Flower Perry, and the two were married for 2 years. His third wife was Anne McCormack. Jackie and Anne were married from 1946 to 1951. After 3 short-lived marriages, Jackie decided he wanted his fourth wife to be someone outside the industry. In 1952, he married a woman named Dorothea Lamphere, and amazingly, the marriage lasted until his 1984 death. Jackie passed away in March of 1984 from a heart attack. He was 69 years old. Jackie Coogan never got his money back after his mother stole millions, but thankfully this didn't do the former child star in. Now it's time to hear from you. Did you know that former child star Jackie Coogan came up with Uncle Fester's original voice himself, and that there's a California law named after him? Let us know in the comments section below.